네, 고맙습니다. 이어서 만나보실
And moving on, we will also hear from a Thai speaker, presentation number 8 from the city of Nakhon Si Thammarat. Mayor Khanup Kachatar is here with us, and he will present on a way forward for city of Nakhon Si Thammarat, Thailand, on the metaverse. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for having me here. My presentation today is about a journey of a historic 1,000 years old city and the implementation of a new technology like smart city and metaverse in order to solve city problems and to improve quality of city life. My presentation outline, we start with the city overview and go to the smart city applications and the implementation of the metaverse projects, followed by a summary and the next project of the city. This is our city. It's a historic city. That temple is 1,000 years old. Population is 120 people. We have a tourist attractions and the center of education. We have 10 schools in the city system. For the smart city applications, the keyword for smart city is that people must be able to use it easily and then have the way to participate in the technology. So the application that we use, very simple and stable and very easy to use with the e-service platform, local market, CCTV for flood warning and security, license plate recognition for police work, and telemedicine for the city hospital. This platform to connect residents of the city to the city public service. So I asked the residents that if you could help and build and fix the city together, are you ready to do it? So right now, this platform, we have 34,000 volunteers to help the city. That's 30% of the city population. The bottom line is very easy. If you see a problem, you use your smartphone to take a picture and send it to the platform, and we will fix it in 48 hours. That's a guarantee. So far, this year, we have solved 4,500 cases already. And the online city market is a platform, free mobile platform to connect local vendors who is cannot connect with the commercial platform, so they can switch to use the city platform with the local vendors and the rider. We use what we call motorcycle taxis, connect to the customer. It's very popular in the city right now. And of course, we have CCTV that work for traffic and for flood. And this is for the city police, license plate recognition. And we have a city hospital, use telemedicine to connect the doctor at the hospital and the patient at the house who cannot come to the hospital. Next step is the metaverse. The way the city sees the metaverse, it is a tool, not a silver bullet to solve the city problem. It's a progress of the smart city. It must be cost effective, and we need to get public approval to go ahead with the project. So what do we do with the new technology? It's a very simple but not easy to do. We do a pilot project and ask people and listen to people. And then we follow what people say and follow people. They will lead the city to the right direction. People will always be right. And to get the metaverse in the city, we have to invest in the digital public infrastructure to get everybody to connect to the metaverse experience. Free access. Our focus is not on the business, but on the education and healthcare. The first project is to prepare the city from metaverse. It's a new tool, so people have to get to use it and learn it and then absorb it, so they know what is it and how to use it, how do they benefit from this tool. So we put a free metaverse for everybody at the city center that we call the City Learning Park. And then we train a volunteer to help old people and people with disabilities. They can join the metaverse experience as well. Okay, metaverse is not about young generations, for everybody, it's for all. So to gain the public approval, this is a grandpa of 80 years old, and she enjoys metaverse very much. She will go home and tell her kids about her experience at the city center. And we have volunteers. Right now, we have a seminar. We train, so far we have 400 volunteers. By the end of next month, we have 1,000 volunteers to help old people and people with disability to access this, to connect to the metaverse. The second project is the next step. After we introduce getting people to use to the new tool of the metaverse, we create a project called Metaverse in City Schools. We have 10 city schools with 11,000 students. We want to create educational experience that is impossible in traditional environment. I have to say it again, the same word that I say to our teachers, that metaverse is your tool. It's not a silver bullet to solve all educational problems in the city. But it's a wonderful tool, so we want you to learn and use it for your work in school. First, we have to train teachers to apply metaverse in real school curriculum. And then next, we pilot classroom. Then we will extend it to all city schools. So 11,000 students from different backgrounds in the city will have a chance to use the metaverse for the education. This is a teacher training. All young teachers. And this is a pilot classroom with a small kids around 10 years old. In summary, metaverse for us is the progress of a smart city. The first project is the metaverse for all must be free for everybody in the city. So the project engaged city officials, volunteers, residents to understand and to use the metaverse as a tool for their needs. They have different needs in the city. And the second project that we implemented is the metaverse in city schools. Apply in 10 schools, 11,000 students. And the key so far that we have learned, you must train teacher first to understand this tool. And based on the growing number of public participation They're very exciting. All the parents are talking about this project. Their kids learn in school, nowhere else in the city that can learn metaverse experience in school. The future of the metaverse initiatives is promising, especially in education and healthcare. What's next? Next year, we are building a center. We call it City Interactive Digital Center. So students all around the city can come to the center and learn and practice and create whatever they want. Also, we have a section for local entrepreneurs to use this metaverse for their business. The second project will be VR experience in the city museum. And the last one, we are very much looking forward to implementing this project. It's a metaverse for aging society. Metaverse is for everybody to benefit from this new technology. I would like to say thank you to BIPA agencies and DEPA agencies of Thailand for giving me the opportunity to come to this wonderful and magnificent city of Busan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentation. Now we would like to open up the floor since
มีดีชัดกว่าที่นึกลึกกว่าที่คิด